Welcome back to the Burstamo Music Marketing Podcast. Today we are discussing music videos. Are they relevant? Is it worth an artist investing in a music video? And how do you get more views if you do have a music video? So do you want to tell us, is it worth it?
I think it's important to go back to kind of why music videos were created. And I think the main reason everyone loved music videos and they were such a big deal is because when you were a kid, you would watch music videos on TV, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I think that was a big part of the music industry years ago, though. So now it's not really as big a deal. I don't know anyone that sits and watches music channels.
No.
But in the past, that was huge.
Even in bars and clubs.
Yeah, it would always be in the background.
I can't think of it. Do you see it now in bars and clubs?
Student union clubs and bars, they have like special student channels, but that's about it. I don't really see it anywhere else. And I think in the past a artist would make a music video with the aim to get on one of those channels. So if they're a rock band, they wanted to be on the Kerrang channel, they wanted to be on MTV Rocks. And now it's just at a point where music videos are created alongside the release, and then artists spend so much money on it and then expect views.
Yeah, I think that's right. And when you go back to the start of YouTube, it was very music video based. The likes of Lady Gaga breaking world records for the number of views, and just so many artists just wanted to replicate that, and that's how they saw success, was how many views you got on your music video. And it did open up quite a dark world in terms of buying views on YouTube, and people just wanted to try and front it and look like they had lots of views.
Yeah, I also think that the term viral is used very loosely. We often get artists asking us how they can go viral, how they can make their music video viral. And the thing is, a lot of artists don't create a video with the aim to go viral. They just create it with the aim to increase their streams, to increase their views, to increase their fan base. They never created the video thinking it was going to go viral. Whereas now, a lot more major labels are creating videos designed to do that because it's either controversial or it's quite meme related. Old Town Road, the music video, for example, was done to do that.
Yeah, I've still never seen it, but
it's worth watching. So the track obviously blew up on TikTok, but the music video as well, it's kind of like a country western movie style, but all of it's like a meme. And I think a lot of videos now are created with the aim to go viral, but emerging artists believe that if they create a music video that's good, it will go viral. And it's just not how it works. Music videos are designed for a different thing.
For me, it's like the end goal. The music video is the end goal. You've made it as an artist. Everyone's heard of you. You are touring. Everyone's talking about you. And when your track comes up on YouTube, people click it. That's all you've got to get people to click it. People think... People think that... Is my voice really going now? People think that when your music video starts to get picked up by the YouTube algorithm, you automatically start to get views. But really, people don't just click a artist and a track title that they've never heard of. You need to have done the promotion beforehand. And if you think about how the YouTube algorithm works, it looks at watch time. It looks at how often people click your video when it comes up on suggested. So it looks to see what similar channels you have, and if it matches, it will suggest it out. If you think about it, how it works like that, in that case, it's going to be very difficult to get the algorithm to pick up your music video and push it out. So it has to be the end goal. And when you see these artists who have millions and millions of views, even today, maybe a track was released last week and still has millions of views, that's because people already know the artist and it's getting pushed out. It's not because it's just pushing it out for you because it's a good track.
Yeah, so I think there's actually two ways. There's the artist is huge already and they release basically anything, and because they've got that attention, everyone's going to go watch it. So if Drake dropped a music video right now, it's going to get naturally over 1 million views. But there's also the other thing where there are content creators on YouTube who have an organic audience that view all of their videos and the algorithm pushes them out. If they uploaded a music video, it would naturally get views and the algorithm would push it out because they have an audience that are dedicated. So for example, you've got Scotty Sires, you've got Jojo Siwa, you've got Dylan Francis, the DJ. They are creating content outside of the music based on kind of their personalities, their everyday lives, vlogging sort of. They have a dedicated audience, and then within that, they're promoting their music and releasing music videos. Erica Costell is a really good one as well. If you want to check these people out, she basically does vlogs. She's a model. She's into her fashion, and she does a lot of studio time videos as well.
Yeah.
You watch them as a fan of her, and then every, I don't know, month, every other month, she drops a music video, and that organically gets hundreds of thousands of views because her fans are dedicated.
Yeah.
So there's sort of two different routes you can go down.
If you are watching this and you can do that, then do it.
Yeah.
We totally get that most of our audience are musicians, they're artists, and not content creators first. The reason Maddie mentions it is because that is the route to go down. If you want to get hundreds of millions of views on your music video, that's the route to go down. If an artist today is releasing music, would you
Would I
suggest...
create a music video?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, purely because they are so expensive. I think if you're going to get a company to make one for you, minimum spend is $1,000.
Yeah.
Minimum. We've had artists that have spent more on their music video than the production and the creation of the actual track.
Yeah.
And in my point of view, the money you're spending on a video can be invested in better areas. So if you spent that money on influencers, if you spent that money on social media ads, if you spent that money maybe on a content creator or videographer for live videos and content, I think that could probably be a better spend.
And then create a music video out of that.
Yeah, and also, if you can get a cheap music video, your friend wants to do it for you, or someone wants to build their portfolio, do it. Like,
Lyric
why
video,
wouldn't you? Yeah.
static image.
Yeah, definitely do it if it's cheaper, but I think it's when you're spending thousands and thousands and thousands on something, which you're not going to get the views on, because how many of you listening right now have released the music video only to find it gets 500 views max, and you're thinking, why did I do that? We've actually had someone before tell us that they approached a PR company, and the PR company said, we will not take you unless you create a music video because it's easier for us to get press.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, if you follow us, we know what you'll know what we think of press as well. It's just the starting point. It's just building your CV. So to spend that much to get press isn't worth
we
it.
also had an artist premiere on Enemy, and their video got 400 views from it.
Yeah, we looked at the stats.
That amazing for credibility, amazing to use within your portfolio and kind of progress you into other areas. Not amazing for views. And I think at the end of the day, how else can you promote that music video without spending more money on ads and YouTube ads, social media ads, everything like that? So you're basically just spending money on a video and then having to spend more on promoting it. I would suggest spending that money on other areas.
Yeah, the only exception I would say would be if you have something that has in your music video that is viral worthy. So like if you look at OK Go back in like 2008 with they did the treadmill dancing and things like that, where if you're going to be creative, cheap, and what I would love to see an artist do, and I've always wanted to put this on social media and never have, is test it by putting a title on your music video onto YouTube that is not just artist and track title, such as this music video took £1 to make, and or something like that, like the $1 music video, something like that, or the music video that angered the world, just something that goes along the lines that feeds the YouTube algorithm. You'll see it on our videos. The title is always something that tries to get people's attention and make them click. Now, if you upload your music video originally with a clickbait title and then switch it to the artist and track title.
That's what Scotty Sires did.
Yeah.
So his title was Me and My Friends Stuck in the Desert for 24 Hours, something like that. And the thumbnail was him with a load of other influencers who featured in the music video, but they're basically his friends. He then changed the video title to whatever the song name was and official music video. It already got those organic views.
Yeah.
It got pushed out more and more because people kept clicking, and they probably wouldn't have clicked if it just said music video. And even if they started watching it, it was a really high quality music video, which was quite funny. It had more to it than just a music video. So people did watch through it anyway. I think that's a genius idea.
Yeah.
What I thought you were going to say, which I think was also quite a good idea, is if you have a concept for a music video, such as the treadmill thing, you test it by doing like a 30-second version of it, putting it on Instagram or Facebook, running some ads on it, seeing what the engagement's like.
True.
If it's blowing up, you do a full video around it.
Yeah.
And then you can put that at the top of the comments within that
That's a good
and
idea.
then you already have an audience there for it, and you know that people are going to engage with it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
So there's 2 good ideas for you, and comment below if you're going to do it, and we'll all go and look at your music video and see how you've done it. So change your title of your music video, upload it. It needs to be uploaded literally in the last 24 hours to be able to link it below, and put a clickbait title and a clickbait thumbnail that is going to get people to watch. And also Maddie's idea of the 30-second video on your social media, and do something different. If you're going to do it, comment below and let us know, and we'll go and watch it, and we'll kind of give you some comments on it. Not that we've tried it before, I admit that one, but we think it will work. So let us know if you're going to try it.
And if you're doing this, if you're listening to this as a podcast, DM us on Instagram at Burstimo, because we want to see everyone's attempts. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I think it'd be
we
cool.
always come up with concepts on podcasts, or when we're like on car journeys, or whenever we're doing stuff which isn't actually like our meetings where we need to be serious and actually come up with practical ideas.
Yeah, I think we're just sending emails constantly all day, this kind of same kind of stuff, and then when we have a beer and then talk about things, we start to come up with more and more ideas. Like, what was the idea I came up with on, Maddie DM'd me a potential collaboration we saw on Instagram, and we were wondering if it was an ad or not. And we're not sure yet if it was an ad, but what this guy did was he simply created artistic drawings for big influencer accounts. And you might have you seen the Simpsons one? Where he gets influencers and he makes Simpsons drawings of the influencer and they share it. I'll send you it. It's like,
clever idea.
Yeah, and he's a Simpsons artist, and he just finds big influencers and sends them it and puts it on his feed, tags them in it. The influencer shares it. People like the idea of having all these different Simpsons drawings, and then they follow the account. He's got millions and millions of followers from doing it. And I came up with another concept which isn't proven but could work, where you start writing songs and performing songs that are based around one single influencer's account. So you pick an influencer, say they've got 1 million followers, and you want to try and get more exposure on your music and your profile. So create a song based on them, based on their life, and post it to your own feed, tag them in it, and they will share it on their stories if they like it, and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it over and over again until you build your following, and then you release your own track and you've got that audience.
Yeah, so thinking of that, there is a guy that went viral on, I'm going to say Twitter. What he did is he accompanied memes, famous vines, TikToks, things that have basically gone viral, and played the piano to it. He created like an instrumental for it. And now, every time he creates one, he has a whole Instagram account. I'll try and find it and link it somewhere. And he basically creates the soundtrack to that meme and sends it to the person. They always share it. And he has like hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram now.
Nice.
So say there's like a popular meme, he'll play the piano along to it, and it's just so funny. I'll show you. The other thing I was thinking is also, on that note, you could go to YouTubers and write their intro song. So what I'm thinking right now is thinking of the Gary Vee intro song.
Yeah.
It's like, because we're going to be legends.
Yeah.
You write one. You could write one for another entrepreneur if you wanted to, about them being an entrepreneur. Or you could do it for a makeup artist, and the intro could be about them doing their makeup. Like, write it specifically for them, so they basically can't say no, because it's perfect for their intro and it's royalty free, but they have to tag you in every single description.
Have you noticed the Gary Vee ones? It's got lyrics in it now. He's changed it, and it's what the lyric of the verses, I'm gonna hustle like Gary Vee.
No way.
Yeah, so
he's obviously done that.
Yeah, and suddenly he's on Gary Vee's vlogs every single time. He's on all the playlists. So
I love that.
That's the way to do it. You've got to be creative and use these platforms in any way, shape, or form you can.
I feel like we went on a bit of a tangent. Nothing about
no,
music
but
videos.
I hope it's valuable anyway. Let us know if it's valuable, or we should just stick to the subject.
So say you do have a music video.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you have created music videos and you still want to promote them. How do you promote them?
So you're going to have to direct all of your traffic to YouTube some way, somehow. I've already said it's the end goal, but there are lots and lots of different ways you can do it. My favorite way is, this was one of my first videos I ever did on YouTube, which is running an ad on a meme of your music video and putting the link to the full video in the comments, and the YouTube video will stay at the top of the comments because it's from the account that was posted on. So you can do that on Facebook and run ads on it. I love that idea.
What you can also do is edit it into a 15-second Instagram story. You run that as an ad and do a swipe up. That's another option. All of those things do cost money though, and that's why we say, like, if you don't have the budget, it's really hard to promote it. We said you can get blog features, but the views don't really come from that.
It's really difficult to do.
You can pay influencers to share it on their story and do swipe ups. That's another idea.
Yeah.
We found more recently that there are ideas you can use when you're filming your music video, which will guarantee views. And one of these is paying for an influencer to be in that video.
I love this one.
And the reason we came up with this is because Liza Koshy, she's a YouTuber. She has, I don't know, over 10 million subscribers, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well over that.
Yeah.
She featured in a producer's
Drax project.
Yeah. The music video is really cool. She basically dances around, and she's known for dancing anyway. The title of the video says featuring Liza Koshy. Go onto that video right now, search it. All the comments are about her, or they say they've been directed there, but they're all saying they love the track. It's got millions of views, it's got millions of streams. She also shared it on her socials, probably part of the deal, but although that would have been expensive, he would have made that return on views, I would say, because he got millions. And even if he didn't make that return, you would make it in the long term because you got new fans from the back of it. So you basically, before you shoot your video, find an influencer you think would be fitting, make a deal with them for their price to be in the video and to share it on their socials on release day, and go from there. I think that's an amazing idea.
Another thing you can do is YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Only use YouTube ads if your track and your music video really gets into it in the first 7 seconds. You've got 5 seconds of forced viewing, and then maybe if it's good, you'll get another few seconds out of people. So it's got to be straight into it. I see a lot of slow intro music videos being run as ads. I don't see the point in that. But it is a very cheap way to get views and listens on your music video using the native YouTube platform.
What I saw more recently, which I think was a genius idea, we haven't actually tried it because quite often artists will approach us with a video already created, so we don't really have control over that. But basically there's a YouTube channel called TGIF Burroughs. They're two guys that do really weird pranks. Before their video, there was an ad for a music video, and within the first 5 seconds, one of the TGIF Burroughs voices was in it. He directed the music video.
Right.
So I didn't skip it because I thought that was already the video.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this,
10 seconds in, I was like, oh, this is the music video. But I was already captured and the song was good.
Yeah.
So what you could do is use the voice of an influencer, which you probably would have to pay for as well, run the ad on one of their videos, because the person watching it will already recognise the voice and want to kind of listen further.
Yeah.
And I think that one's really cool. And I've only ever seen that done once. And I cannot even remember the video.
Yeah.
But I think it was a really cool idea.
And not many people know that. You can literally target that accurate.
Yeah.
You can run ads on specific channels. So if you found a very similar artist to you, you can run ads on their channel. So before they listen to your music, listen to the other artist's music, they are listening to yours first and giving yours a shot. So it is more expensive though, because more credible accounts have more competition. Whereas if you go for like generic genres, you're going to get more views on your video, but it won't be targeted views.
Yeah, you do need to be careful with that, because sometimes if you do kind of general genres or general search terms, you'll find that your views are increasing dramatically, but the engagement will be close to none. So you'll have no likes, no dislikes, and no comments.
Yep.
And this can basically look fake. And they're not fake views because people have watched the first 10 seconds, but they haven't engaged with it. So it's pointless and you're wasting your money. So I would suggest kind of going more niche and going more targeted. It's a little bit more expensive, but you do get the engagement, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain how it works? How
What's that?
how you can run a YouTube ad, how much you should spend?
Yeah. So you run a YouTube ad through the Google AdWords platform. Sign up just using your YouTube account, and you simply just put in all of your targets. Doesn't cost that much. It costs about $15 for 10,000 views. The more accurate you are, the more competition there's going to be, and the less you're going to get for your money. but it will be better quality views. You can also do things such as advertising your music video in the suggested video section. I don't really recommend that unless you are going to go for that clickbait title we mentioned earlier, because why would you click around a music video that's an ad? So I don't recommend that one. I think it's good to have a combination of Instagram ads, Facebook ads, and YouTube ads.
I've got one final thing before we end. Another idea is get your video hosted on someone else's channel. There are certain music channels that post other people's videos, basically.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
So you send them the MP4, they upload it to their channel, and because they've got an audience, they will kind of get the views for you. A lot of people don't like it because they want the views on their channel, they want subscribers to their channel. But the thing is, if you can't get that audience, you can take advantage of someone else's audience and they will move across to yours if you have a good enough video, good enough music. So I think that one's worth it.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like. If you want to subscribe and see more, click Maddie's face here. I'll put the subscribe over her face. And then we'll see you in the next one.